Hello there and welcome to chapter 5 of my vanilla playthrough of Royalty. So, with the last episode we recovered a little bit from the hunted Arctic wolves of the Grey Sovereignty, and well, I also recruited Eric. Well, I freed him from slavery. I'm so thankful. Right. Awesome. He's also a little bit naked, so I already ordered a pair of pants for the poor fella. On another topic, we captured this guy Hornet. We're trying to recruit him because he's part of the Green Tiger Roka, and this faction will never be friendly with us. So I decided to just snitch away one of their guys because Hornet has quite some good talents, and I want to keep the fella. So, I looked up the whole royal favor reward I got from the last quest because I was wondering if 2 royal favor were really worth the whole pain. And then I was looking at this whole at this table here, and Lumi is right now sitting at the Yeoman rank, which needs a total of 7 royal favor. We started off with 8, if I was correct, and that means with 2 more I'm already at 10, so 3 more royal favor and she'll rank up to the title of Esker. Esquire? Esquire it is. So sometimes I have to look for the proper pronunciations because, well, as a non-native speaker, sometimes it's not that clear how to call things properly. Anyways, so what I was trying to say was it was definitely worth the pain because we got 8 royal favor here, 2 royal favor there, so we're on a good way of getting a proper title in the empire. Because the overall goal for this series will be to achieve the ending with the Empire, where I'm allowed to leave this planet with the Imperial fleet, which sounds quite nicely. No spaceship building for this run. That sounds great, doesn't it? But this means we basically need a luxury palace. So I started to think about how to achieve that. So we're gonna need a lot of good things to do so. We need good food, we need entertainment, we need drugs, we need beautiful buildings. There's a lot of work to go. Because ultimately, if I understood it correctly, the last quest will be to reach the title of a count, and then we have to make the Stellarch happy for 15 days, and we're also getting attacked while... gosh, sounds crazy. Don't know if that's gonna work out. Maybe it'll fail and we'll just build a spaceship and that's that. I hope not. So this sounds like we're gonna have a lot of different objectives to fulfill here, and I'm looking forward to that. So, let's reinstall this bed over here. Also, I need 1 more of those, please. Okay. So, this is going to be Dawn's room at some point, but not yet. Right now, this room is a lot better than this one. This is awful. I'm not gonna reassign Dawn into an awful room. You'll never forgive me, Dad. So, quest expires, the deserter. Oh, I can trash can that. Okay, there we go. I don't want to desert the Empire. Not for this run, at least. I also figured that this whole complex will need some air exchange. So I'm gonna do it like this. There's gonna be one cooler and one heater at the end of every building complex. I hope I have enough steel, but that looks a lot like that. Great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Prisoner Hornet is escaping. I don't think so. Bam! Take this. You're not escaping, friend. We're just modernizing your cell. You can't just run away. What happened here? Oh, I see what happened there. For a moment, this was an outside area, so... Smart Hornet. A granite meteorite, okay. That's a very, very unspectacular kind of meteorite. Okay. So... let's see. Well, the resistance is going down quite nicely here, gotta say. Don told a funny story about reconsidering his ideas to Hornet. A funny story about reconsidering ideas. Okay. Not the least little bit influential, no. So, there we go. Well, so destroying all these walls kind of made some fuzz with the prison assignment and the bats of my peeps here, so... well, nice try again, buddy. Oh, I don't have... Okay. This is kind of awkward now. Well, we're gonna do it like... So what happened here is now there's a hole in this wall because I can't build overwall coolers because this mod is not installed. So Hornet can escape simply. I can't use this room because it also has an open wall. So that leaves only those sleeping rooms, or I have to designate some completely different room as the prison cell. Oh man, that is so cumbersome. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Okay. So, you're getting a different room now, Hornet. That's that. And, I'll just... Well, Don gets a horrible room now. He will live through that. But now this, living complex has proper air cooling and conditioning, so that was pretty important to me. And for as with Hornet, it's a better room than before, so maybe it's easier to recruit him now. He's happy about a decent prison cell for sure. That's something, right? Why is this not powered? Let's check. That's why. Also nice new soundtrack. So I'm gonna hunt these thingies here. Ah well, let's take them all here. I want that leather. Also, let's mine this room out a little bit more. Wonderful. So we're having quite good temperatures here. Compared to this room, it's really good. So let's build something here. So I start to realize that a lot of the focus in this new DLC is about increasing the quality of life and the quality of the environment for colonists by a lot more. Because I looked up the I'm sorry. Still having that cough. The requirements for those noblemen, and if you look at that, let's just look at an esquire. The next rank Lumi will achieve. She will want a room that's at least 16 tiles large. It has to be floored. It has to have a double bed. She wants a throne room from then on, with at least 24 tiles, floored, 2 braziers, and they must be lit. Talk about being specific. Okay. So as we can see here, the flooring part is not done yet, so we would be in trouble if she already was an esquire here. But this reminds me that I wanted to drop down the granite flooring here. Okay. This place is starting to evolve, for sure. I hope I will manage to recruit Hornet during this episode, because this would be a major step forward for Lumi's Haven. Because right now, I just need more people, basically. It's very, very important for me to just get some more people going on here in the colony. So Eric is suffering from tattered apparel. Okay, he needs a new shirt and a new cap. We can see to that. Okay. Also, I'm chopping some more wood for the generators. So, Lumi is pretty unhappy, but, well, after this winter, everything should be quite fine with her. Well, well. Still mourning the loss of stone here. Especially since I still haven't forgiven myself there completely. Oh, cargo pods. Reefers! Oh well. There we go. Some fun for the colonists. Okay. So we're starting to floor the bedroom of Her Majesty. Well, it's a little bit too early to call her that, I guess. Please refill those generators in time. And Lumi is going to smash stuff again. Okay. That's the third or the fourth tantrum she's throwing there. And Dawn is going on a sad wander because Stone is dead. Well, well. As you can see, they're still struggling with the loss here. Well, tantrums are a little bit more dangerous for the items in the vicinity, but they're at least over quickly. I don't know how long Dawn will be out of order now. Sad Wandering can take a pretty long time. But whatever. I don't mind too much. So, Hornet's resistance is seriously dwindling here. Okay. Let's pass through this night, where Eric is wandering alone through the night, sad, eating a simple meal in the kitchen, in the former kitchen. So I think I really want to get rid of this shack. I can't call it differently than shack. It's well. So Dawn was just wandering the whole night in sadness. Poor guy. And the cat is on the scratch board, doing cat things. Okay. So, everything is just going fine. I wonder how long it will take until we can get this guy recruited here. But the 73% difficulty on the guy, you really notice them. Oh, let's get rid of that tree right in front of the door. Sometimes these trees grow right in front of the door, and it slows down people horribly whenever they try to pass that tile. It's quite ridiculous. Like, imagine you were asleep last night, and the next day you leave your room. There's a door in front of your door. There's a tree in front of your door, and you're wondering, like, damn, where's that tree, and how do I get past that? And you're squeezing past that tree that was not there yesterday. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? I love Rimworld. And so that's not even the strangest thing to happen in the Rimworld. If you want to get rid of that effect, you can drop down some flagstone. Sandstone tile. Oh my goodness. This sounds delightful. Why didn't I see those before? Oh well. I didn't pay attention, I guess. So, the difference. 4 blocks, 20 blocks. So, okay. There I can sink my resources into if I feel like I'm having too many resources left over. So let's refill that generator. The plants are dying, of course they are. So I will give a harvest order here, so we can at least save what's savable. Because it would be kind of sad for those potatoes which are already good to harvest. So there we go. It's not a huge harvest, but it would be really sad to not use them. There we go. The rest of the potatoes will freeze during the winter, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I'm gonna do another parka just in advance. I hope I will do that. Because Hornet will need clothes too once he's recruited. I was just checking the gender again. In Rimworld, I misjudge about the gender of people so often. Sometimes I take female persons for male persons like for days. I don't even realize it with these weird names they have. And sometimes the sprites are not really indicative as either. Don has gotten food poisoning from an incompetent cook. Damn you. Oh well, poor fella. Food poisoning is really annoying. It slows people down, they have to puke regularly, and they take forever to eat from there on. The fun thing about this is Don is the cook. Think about that. Oh well, okay. There's another cook here. Eric is cooking now as well. It was Eric's cooking for sure. But if possible, I don't want to rely on one cook alone. It's always better to have a spare cook. Because, you know, life on the Rim can be very... can be over very quickly, as we have seen with our friend and comrade Stone. I didn't even realize the moment properly when he got smacked down. It all happened so suddenly. Amazing. I'm always amazed about how intense and important every severe fight in Rimworld is. I'm not talking about these simple, there's one guy with a knife raids. These are pretty easy to fend off. No. Things like these mechanoid clusters, they are more of an event. And bigger fights in Rimworld, you really always risk to lose somebody, and that's something I really like about the game. When the fights exceed a certain threat level, they always are to somewhat extent dangerous. So Eric is having food poisoning now too from an incompetent cook. Who done it? Who's the incompetent cook? I love it that this game never tells you who was the incompetent cook. It only frames somebody as an incompetent cook, but you never can look it up whose food it actually was. I like that. And Lumi too, so seems like a whole batch of rations was gone bad. Okay. So okay, Eric is going for a reefer there. Yeah, that's what happens when a 60-year-old man gets a food poisoning and decides to smoke a big-ass reefer afterwards. He collapses to the ground and has to be carried into his bed. Colonist needs rescue. So... that was so cool that Lumi absolutely wanted to do the same, so... Reefer madness. Reefer madness in Lumi's Haven. Those cargo pods! They're quite deadly! Look at that! It almost killed Eric and smacked the roof. Oh my god. It makes me wonder if there's an actual possibility of that somebody gets smashed by a cargo pod. I don't know. But look at that. The scrap and the rice are lying here and Eric is lying right here, so there's a severe chance of that actually happening. So Belsas is also lighting it up. But she doesn't have food poisoning, so I guess she gets away with that. Don's already through with the food poisoning, so that's that. Okay, nice. Always nice to have a little giggle here and there with this game. But with the smoke leaf joints and the food poisoning, it's always the same story. They get major food poisoning, and then they decide to light up, and then well, nobody picked up Lumi. Come on, guys, don't be that mean. Oh well, that's no way to deal to treat your superior, guys. She will remember that. Okay, Ah, yeah, right. I don't have any mods that automatically re-equip those ranged weapons on those fellas. So, as with Rimworld, there are mods for pretty much everything in the game. Like, imagine if there is an app for something, then there's also a mod in Rimworld for it. Like, it's kind of similar for like this. And there is a useful mod that allows your colonists to re-equip their stuff when they get downed automatically. It's wonderful. But, well, we don't have that. But she's recovering from that food poisoning, so that's at least something. Major break risk. Serious pain. Oh well, that must be the food poisoning, right? Yep. Oh well. Things you really don't need. But well. That's why it's so important to have good cooks, and that's why it's always so terrible when you lose your cooks, because as you've seen, food poisoning is a real bummer. And if we got attacked during this breakdown of these guys, it would have been actually quite dangerous. So during caravans, when somebody gets food poisoning and you have to deal with a major fight, it's also pretty annoying. So seriously, take those food poisonings not lightly. It's a very dangerous condition because people are walking super slowly with that. And that's making it quite dangerous in combat situations because you can't run, you can't kite, and you have to puke from time to time. So, and you're also suffering from pain, so you get downed more easily. Food poisoning basically offers you a little bit of everything you don't want to have during a fight. You get downed a little bit more quickly, you move slower, you have the possibility of disabling yourself completely while puking, so that's really not a fun package. If possible, try to avoid fights with people that have food poisoning, if possible. Sometimes you have no choice. Extreme break risk. Oh man, poor girl. So, do we have more reefers? Yeah, come on. Pick up another one, Lumi. I don't want her to go on another tantrum here. There we go. Major break risk. I hope it'll work, because I don't know. I've repaired her room often enough now. Horse sitting. So, to royal favor, we have. It sounds like a similar thing like the last time. So, favorite pet, the horse Scrooge. Sent troopers to assist. Have to feed in house. May die. Well, nobody's saying anything about danger to the pet here, so there we go. So, same procedure as last time. I'm gonna be let's clear this area. I'm gonna do a... There we go. Because, I pretty much assume that this animal here... Yeah, minus 35 degree. It's no problem. The horse can stay in the freezer without any issues. So, Bard and Lindbergh, they're having bio-coded gear as well. Oh boy, we have researched geothermal power. Nice. So, I'm not assuming that I have the construction needed for that, sadly. Yeah. But once I hit construction 8, I'm going to drop down the geothermal reactor down here, and then I will have access to a lot of free energy, and that's awesome. 11 days? I have to take care of this thing 11 days? I failed to read that. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. So let's give the troopers the these sleeping spots. They don't need to like them. So I'm gonna let them work like they want to. I'm too lazy to configure them more detailed because they won't stay here anyways, so... Okay, I need a new research, and I already figured I'm gonna research smithing and from there on machining, because then I can deconstruct those mechanoids laying around in the freezer, and I certainly want to get there. Lindbergh is doing research. Yikes. Stop that. You're not even good at that. Okay. So, the horse should be fine, isn't it? I mean, it only needs food and rest, so... Food will be there. I figure. Okay, let's see to that. 11 days sounds like a lot, but, well... We should be fine. So, a mediocre bedroom, because it's very dirty. Oh well, there's still puke lying around over there. So, we'll never do cleaning. Clean this room, Bard. I said clean this room. When I say clean this room, I mean clean this room. Now it's clean. I really like this new room overview that got introduced with the version 1.1, which always shows you the stats of the room. It's really, really handy to check if the modifications on you're doing are working out or not. I like that. So, oh gosh, we're getting the food poisoning stories again. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, we're having some bigger threats around here on the map. Okay. We have the button-down shirts done. We have the toque done. Wonderful, wonderful. So that means... yeah, there's one more parka to be done. And there's another wave of food poisonings. Oh well. I'm so sad about that, but well. Until my cooks reach a certain level of competence, this will keep happening from time to time, and I can't really avoid that completely. Okay, so I thought about having a smelter, and I felt about building it here. Because I'm having so many steel slag chunks lying around here, and it's about time to utilize them. And I think now I have enough energy to build a smelter. That's the only downside when you're not using wind energy and batteries and stuff. You are quite limited until you have your first reactor going on. And right now, it seems to drag along a little bit longer until I hit the necessary construction levels I need for the big geothermal reactor, and thus a big amount of energy. But we will be fine, I guess. So, horsey horse seems to be fine as well. So, smelt metal from slag. Do forever. So, there we go. Let's do it like this. Let's order this little mining job here. And let's expand this warehouse zone a little bit. Okay. We're getting quite nicely along here, and this is usually the moment when something really bad happens. Oh, damn. I have a tingly feeling. So, the resistance with Hornet is almost broken. Nice. Yo, Bart, I said clean this room. Not almost clean this room, or clean this room a little bit. I meant clean this room. So, what about this? Recruitment will begin. Nice. Okay. Quite excited. So, looks like I will need a lot more stones here. So, I have plenty of sandstone at my disposal, but somehow it's salting spray. Okay. It's all about stone still. It's all about stone. It's always about stone. When she goes bonkers, it's about stone. Well, she will cope with the loss. So let's haul some more slate chunks. Because I want to have a slate flooring here. For all of these rooms. There we go. For these areas, we can talk about a different flooring, no problem. But since these rooms already have a slate flooring, I want to proceed with the same style. Sometimes I need these things, okay? There we go. Low food. Oh well. Is the horse fine? Okay, the horse is fine. So, no problem. We're gonna hunt all these little animals. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, they had a short social fight. Let's look it up. It's always quite fun. Don derided Lumi's honor. Oh. Okay. Usually it's more fun. This is not fun. This is just not right to attack the honor of your superior. Okay. But well, she was on an insulting spree beforehand, so I guess. It was quite predictable. Okay. Ah, well. Let's kill those suckers. So, winter is coming along quite nicely. And, yeah. Now the recruitment of Hornet will proceed. And I think we will get there quite soon. And then we will be finally 5 people. So, how... Where's the horse? Oh, there's the horse. So... Okay, those were only 3 days with the horse as of now. Okay. I feel like it's taking forever until the horse is gone, but whatever. We're having a lot of animals here. Being butchered and everything. It's quite good. Okay, there we are. Hornet is recruited. Nice. Okay, awesome. So, this place is for Hornet. And, so, let's see. These are the standard priority things. Talented as a doctor. That's quite nice. Handling talented. Also quite good. Cooking talented. Oh gosh. No, not for now. Hunting. Yes, please. Mining. Hell yes, please. Research. No, please. Cleaning. Yes, please. Well, okay. Oh, well, okay. Okay. Has to learn the cooking somewhere. There will be more puking. It's okay. We will survive that. So, Hornet can pick up this machine pistol here. No problem. Okay. There we go. So, we're still, sorry. I have to. Insulted 8 times. I was wondering why Belsas was having a major break risk. She's normally not the kind of person. Okay. That insulting spree hit her hard. No, that was not what I was trying to say. Yeah, so... Okay. I think we are at a good point to wrap this episode up. Because right now we are quite a good spot to take things into the next episode. We still have a horse in the freezer we have to feed, but well, with the Empire you get used to a lot of different things. The horse at least is safe in the freezer, and thus everything will be fine. It's the first winter at Lumi's Haven. Things are finally normalizing. The weirdest thing in the world is the freezer, is the horse in the freezer, and I'm quite happy with that. So, we're gonna wrap it up here. I thank you guys for your time and your attention. Feel free to leave a comment or any thoughts about the video series in the section below. If you would drop a like or even a subscription for my channel, it would make me super happy. Anyways, I thank you a lot for all the attention you give to this series, and I hope you will check in for the next time. Give me a second here, Belsas, with your smoke leaf binge. I'm not finished yet. I thank you guys for your time, and I hope you check in again with these series when we proceed. And until then, take care and bye-bye.